Welcome back to another video. This is episode 1 of the Get to Know Me series. Today I'm going to tell you the story about how I became a fan of NASCAR. So, when I was a little kid, I had toy race cars, and there was a local racetrack where I live. And I was like 5 or 6 years old. This was around the year 2002. Now, the only thing I knew about racing was that cars go around in a circle, crash each other, and the last person standing wins. That's what I thought the rules were at the time. Remember, I was 5 or 6 years old. Obviously, I was wrong about that. I had toy race cars and a racetrack. And one day, Saturday afternoon, my parents are scrolling through the channels, and I see that a NASCAR race is on. This is the first time I watched a NASCAR race. And I was a little kid. I liked Oreo cookies. And there was a guy driving an Oreo car. So I wanted that guy to win. I just liked the way his car looked. I liked Oreo cookies, so I picked that guy to win. And he eventually did go on to win the race. And the car was this car right here. Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s 3 car. Let's see if you can... I don't know if it's going to zoom in or not. Hang on. Let's see if I can get the, Well, you get the point. For some reason, it's not zooming in. And that was a Busch Series race. And after that, I learned more about NASCAR. So I realized that there's the Cup Series, which is like the main series. Dale Earnhardt Jr. became my favorite driver. He's the person that I liked throughout the years. And I will learn more about Dale Earnhardt Sr., Richard Petty, the history of the sport, through documentaries. There's a few movies I watched. There was the NASCAR IMAX experience. There was also Talladega Nights. There was Days of Thunder. There was the Herbie Fully Loaded series. There was also Pixar Cars. So I've seen a couple of the movies too. And pretty much I was a fan of NASCAR from 2002 to 2008. And around that time period, Dale Earnhardt Jr. wasn't winning as much as he used to. And Jimmy Johnson was winning a lot. I had respect for Jimmy Johnson, but I just got kind of bored of it when he started winning 5 years in a row. So around 2008, I kind of stopped watching for a little while. I don't really watch it now, but I loosely follow it. I don't like the stage racing that they do today. I kind of liked what they did back in the old day, where they just go, no stages. But after 2008, I would say that's when I was like a teenager. And like all teenagers, your interests, when you get to be a teenager, your interest sometimes changes. So I stopped watching NASCAR. I loosely followed it because I still was a fan of Dale Jr. And then he retired. And then during COVID-19 happened, the world got put on hold. I would say during that time period, I turned to sports. I started watching a lot of sports, and I started watching NASCAR again a little bit during the COVID-19. And I don't really watch as much as I do now because in 2008, that was the year that I discovered WWE. I'm going to do a story about that in a future video. But over the years, I've loosely followed NASCAR. I've actually been to 2 NASCAR races. The first NASCAR race I went to was 2008, New Hampshire. And the second race I went to was the Daytona 500, 2013. And that was the one that Jimmy Johnson won. The New Hampshire one, Kurt Busch won. It got rained out. Yeah, so that's pretty much the story of how I became a NASCAR fan. I used to watch it every single week before 2008. And then 2008 was the year that I just cut back, stopped. Still follow it loosely. But yeah. So, I hope you enjoyed the video. This video wasn't that long, but that's because I'm more of a wrestling fan now. So I'm probably going to have more to say about that in the next video. So, remember to leave a like, comment, or subscribe. And before I leave this video, I'm going to leave you with this. I have footage from the 2013 Daytona 500. And I'm going to play that for you right now. So, enjoy the video. And remember to stay tuned for next week's video.
It is. Drivers and Danica! Start your engine!
Who was that? If he was said gentleman and Danica, that would have made sense.
Yeah.
He was saying she's not a driver.
That's what I got.
He's going to get in trouble for that.
Yeah, that's Disney. They're saying
That was
new Disney Oscar.
Going all the way down, man.
Oh my God, it's 40.
We've got Joe Moore, Jen Street with a booth and the rest of the crew around the track. Race fans, let's go racing at Daytona! This season of the NASCAR Sprint Cup racing season, again, all green flags, special flags. Outside, both have broken away from their drafting up by a car length or so. Inside line will get the advantage. Gordon has the lead. It was line up across the Danica Patrick. Gordon leads to the zipper straight. That leaves Kevin Harvick all by himself to lead the charge on the inside lane. He's got traffic help in the form of Greg Biffle. They begin to fan out 2 and 3 wide. Up front, for the first time, now they call the super stretch. Chip Gordon leads to turn 3. The outside lane begins to advance, led by Gordon. Danica Patrick right there in the second spot. Kyle Busch in third. Kevin Harvick's inside lane beginning to make some charges. They now throw up the challenge for the number 5 position. Harvick snuggles right up to the right side of the race car. Clint Boyer, Kevin Harvick stepped up to the wide for 6.
Harvick has help on the inside of the racetrack in the forward brake